Hey guys, it's me, Tatum Thrift Walker, and I'm here with my girl Cindy. As y'all know, tonight we had our grand opening, as I like to say, for the Dancing Baton and stuff, but a lot of y'all didn't even get your flyers yet. I know in schools, a lot of them, they don't even give out the flyers till Friday, and Cindy used to substitute teach, so she knows that for a fact. So what we decided to do is on September 4th, next Thursday at 7 o'clock, right, Cindy?
Yeah.
At 7 o'clock, we're going to let y'all come in. We'll start it at 7, or maybe about 7:30. I'll actually start speaking, but y'all can start coming in at 7 o'clock, and we'll answer any questions. You can get your child signed up. I've had people messaging me that just now got their flyers, and they're flipping out because they're like, wait a second, we didn't get our flyer. Guys, it's okay. A lot of y'all too are messaging me. I want to answer some questions about like the line dancing, the clogging. I'm actually adding stuff this time. I love line dancing. I love clogging. I haven't done clogging in years, but as a kid going to Pigeon Forge and stuff like that, and to Nashville, especially Pigeon Forge, and I know Nashville does a lot of it. They have a lot of clogging classes. But if you go to Pigeon Forge, and sis, you know this, going to the shows and stuff, what do? They clog. They clog. So now, and also in Nashville, line dancing is huge. Now, some people are doing some line dancing around here, but I've had so many people reach out to me. And I know y'all been asking me to do it for years, but y'all know Joseph was sick, and, he passed. And I want to thank all y'all for all of the, beautiful kind words and prayers and everything else. And y'all know Cindy's son Brad, he was in the hospital for a while. Thank God he's doing a lot better. We're glad he is still with us. So, we both had it rough with, she has a special needs son. Mine became special needs from something that, you can't control. So, ballroom classes is something that y'all are asking. Yes. The thing about ballroom classes is somebody had messaged me the other day and asked me would I teach a kid or kids, like, girls and boys. I will. We'll just have to get it fit into the schedule. Y'all know I love Dancing with the Stars. I actually went not too long ago. Y'all probably seen it on my social media and saw some of the pros in Jacksonville. And that's my dream, is to be on the Dancing with the Stars one day, and a lot of influencers get to be on it. So we're going to push that influencing this year, as I say. And I told some of my friends out in California, I said, I'm going to need y'all to push for Country Diva here, Tatum. And so I'm going to need y'all to say, y'all want to see me on Real Dancing with the Stars. The only thing I've heard about is Derek Huff ain't on there no more. But yes, I love ballroom dancing. The one thing about me is I will say, my mom, she took me from Waycross. Y'all know I took from Gina Jeffers. But the one thing I love, if Miss Gina didn't offer it, she made sure that I got training in every aspect of dance. Like, now she offers hip hop and stuff, but back then we didn't do a lot. So I took from Wendy Spatola, took from one of my friends, and I took private clogging lessons. I clogged with a group. I didn't get to go out and perform a lot with them because I had so much other stuff going, but ballroom is very fun. But I'm going to tell y'all something. A lot of people message me about wedding, getting to dance for their wedding and stuff like that. And I actually got to do a dance in it was Folkestone, I believe it was, and Folkestone for a bachelorette party, and then they wanted to dance before the wedding and stuff. That was a lot of fun, guys. I actually love doing that. So there's about no kind of dance that I can't do, but like I said, I got to get it on the schedule. Cindy, that's what Cindy's main thing is. Cindy will put my schedule, we'll talk about it, we'll do everything. Me and her's a team, and she's been around it enough to know now. She knows when they don't do their feet right or whatever, because she knows the routines. But yes, I'm the one that gets out there and teaches it and stuff, and y'all will be dealing mainly with her in the office, because when I'm behind that door in there and I'm teaching, yes, she'll have my cell phone up here, or we'll have the office phone, but I don't answer it, but she'll answer it if my phone rings. That way, and y'all have her number as well. I'm trying to think what else I need to talk about. That's mainly, I think I've got everything baton and dance, and then and acrobatics. I do tumbling, but we only do acro. Acro's like cartwheels, round off, back handsprings, back tucks, stuff like that. Splits, leaps, jumps. I do not do gymnastics. If you want gymnastics, Southeastern Elite is here in Waycross, and I can give you all those information. Or if you're closer to the Brunswick area, I can give you CGC's information. But in cheerleading, there's several I know here. So, and I get along with all of them. So, it's not that I don't want to do cheer, guys. I have so much that I'm doing. But now, if you want just tumbling and you want to be able to, but let me tell you something about cheer. And I want to explain this so y'all understand. If you just go take tumbling, you're not an all-around cheerleader. You need hip-hop. You need jazz. You need feet work. And she'll tell you that. I tell them all that. I have people that... I had a girl that was trying out for Jacksonville Jaguars, and I explained to her something. Or first she wanted to try out for Dallas Cowboys. I said, have you ever had any dance? And she said no. Guys, if you're a cheerleader all the way through high school, through college, there is such a thing as a dance team, and there's such a thing as cheer. If you're wanting to go into... Dallas Cowboys is the golden Olympic of dance teams. And I know they say Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, but they're dancers, okay? They do pom-poms. They do kick lines. They do dance. You have to have a six-pack ab. You can't have 1 ounce of flab on you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't. So if you want to if you want to graduate college and you want to be an NFL cheerleader, you've got to have dance. They're not really cheerleaders. They don't tumble. So I want to explain that. Also, my goal, if you want to come here, and I ask you this, and I always ask this, I ask the kids that come tonight, I ask their moms. If you're coming to me and you just want to throw your kid off, like a babysitter, and teach them a little bit of dance, and then and I don't do that. My goal is to make your child a superstar. I want them to have a career in baton or dance. And it's really kind of hard to have a career in baton. You can. Now I will say we just got our first NFL majorette. Congratulations, Chloe Holiday. I think that's awesome, ain't it, sis? Yeah. So, yes, we got our first NFL majorette. So that is, the world is changing. We have our own Olympics. We're not actually in the Olympics yet, but y'all, to have an NFL majorette, that is a big deal. And Chloe broke the mold with that. So there is a way to become, now I can say. But dance, my goal is to get your child, they graduate college or graduate high school, they can work for Disney, they can work for these other companies that I know, New York, whatever, and their college is paid for, and they're working and doing what they are trained to do. They can have a professional career. They not just backup dancers. They can build their own career, and if they're taking voice, we do offer that too. I have connections in the singing industry. We can get them in the studio, whatever. And here's my thing. Like I've told y'all, I'm not a singer. I'm an entertainer. Britney Spears was an entertainer. They might not be the best singer, but they can be the best entertainer. And, Britney Spears made a lot more money than Christina Aguilera. She was a lot bigger star, and Christina had the voice. So that's what I want for your child. I want your child to be able to make a life for themselves and have a career as long as they can. But I want them to have that college education, because that college education will come in handy when they have that. They have something, because we want them to have something to fall back on. If they got a college education, they buy businesses, they put their money up, they do different things. That's what I want for your children. If I had to listen to my mama, guys, I'd be a millionaire 5 times over now. I wouldn't be here in Ware County. And here's my thing. I want to be here in Ware County. Do I think right now I could go get a job in Pigeon Forge, Disney, Dollywood, New York? Sis, could I get a job?
Yeah.
Tomorrow. I've been told that because I have the ability, I've had the training, and I could do that. But I love my hometown. I love being with my family, and, my roots are here. But I think God gave me this gift, and I think after Joseph's passing, before he died, me and him had conversations. He loved to watch what I can do, and I have that ability. And, my teacher, Miss Gina, told me something a long time ago, and it stuck with me. She said, Tatum, a lot of people have talent, but not everybody can teach. Not everybody can do routines. So I'm lucky to have that gift. But I learned from the best. When I tell y'all Gina Jeffers is the Abby Lee, she's the Abby Lee of baton. But she, to me, is the Abby Lee of dance, because that woman, whatever she touches, turns to gold. And she brings champions. And that's what I want to do. But I want your children to want to come through that door. That's what me and you always talked about. Yep. You know, do not drop. They hate it. I made Cindy call parents up, and we've had conversations, and I said, they don't want to be here. You're wasting your money. Mm-hmm. I don't want you to pay me for something and them not be. And I will tell you this. You give me a month with your child and you will see a difference. Am I lying? No. Because I have passion, I have heart, and that's what I want. That's what I want to do, because y'all, we've seen how the world goes up and down. But one thing that don't ever go away is entertainment. And we've got a lot of things that we are going to be posting about. I've got something right now that I'm working on. I'm not going to post about it tonight because I got to talk with Cindy about it. We're fixing to do that right now, because I want her to see what I'm talking about before we come on here and do it. But I will tell y'all this. I am going to be letting the kids that take dance from me work in some of the birthday parties and stuff like that. And we've been talking to some of the moms, and I've told them, you know, we have a booster club. Cindy will be the head over it, but I'll be in there. I am in the booster club meetings. I don't think I've ever missed one, have I? No. I make it after I get through teaching or whatever. So we'll be able to show y'all how you can do their money. Like, you can put it towards like an event, or you can take it, or you can put it towards their tuition or bank it. There's different ways to invest it, whatever. But I want them to be able to have that experience. I want them to be able to have that experience, you know, and to see what is so wonderful about entertainment. I love entertaining. As my dad would say if he was alive right now, did you get this from your mama? No, I didn't get this from my mom. I got this from my daddy. But I love to entertain. Musical theater, a lot of y'all, I'm trying to get everything everybody's asking me about. Musical theater, a lot of y'all ask me about that. I love musical theater. Cindy loves musical theater. We love doing it together, because it's not all about acting. Yeah, you got singing, you got different stuff, but I love putting the music together and putting the dancing part together and having the different ones come in from different classes, and it's just like they all come together, and it's so much fun. I think this year is Annie is going to be the one I want to do. I haven't done Annie in a long time. Sis has never seen me do Annie. I call her Sis because she's one of my best friends, but she's never seen Annie, and I have actually been Annie before. Pippi Longstocking, I think, was my favorite I ever played, but and y'all want to know the secret. Somebody asked me this the other day, so I want to share this with y'all. Y'all want to know how my mama got my hair to look just like Pippi Longstocking. I'm going to tell you guys. You heard it here. She took my hair, she French braided it down into 2 French braids. She took a hanger, metal hanger, and she stuck it in there and braided it down over it and then twisted it up. That's how my hair stayed. I never knew that for a long time, and, you know, I forgot all about it, but that's how she done it. So she had a wire hanger, and she did the braid over it and then pushed it up. So, yep. But, so the musical theater, the singing, I will have a little bit to do with that, but I will have them in the studio. They'll be working with different people, you know, so there's just so many different things your kids can do. And we do take boys.
Yes.
Yes. It does not make you a sissy.
No.
If you're a boy. I mean, Derek Huff's getting married, all them's getting married, and they making millions of dollars. So, have y'all seen dancers' muscles? Have you seen our muscles? I mean, just see my muscles. You know what I'm saying? So
only me, I ain't the dancer.
No, but she finna get some muscle build back on when I told her with the adult classes. But the adult fitness, you can also come in here next Tuesday, next Thursday, September the 4th, 7:00. Y'all can start coming in. Anything that we do up here, we offer. Come in and I can answer it for you. And we're going to actually have a meeting. So, if you can't make the meeting, just give me a call or a text. And the guy that is going to be working on my website. I'm the one that has not filled everything out to get him started or get him to finish. So I'm going to do that. Joe, I will have that done this weekend. Because there's a lot. I wanted to have one page and had everything on it. So And then he's going to have to train you to use it.
Yeah.
She's going to knock me in the head. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, as he said, we'll get it. So we have so much stuff. If y'all seen this in here right now and seen all the stuff that we're working on, y'all will be like, but we're going to get it done. And Michael need to hurry up and get to the house because we couldn't have him measuring some stuff in there, you know. So, but also, I'm so happy, guys. Y'all asked me about Pilates. Yes. We got a Pilates studio next door. Mm-hmm. So, I told y'all I don't do Pilates, but we got somebody right next door that does it, and she stays. Exactly. We just went and talked. Yeah, we just went and talked to her. I told her I'd take a class, but sis got to take it with me. But anyway, she stays pretty booked, so I'm gonna get some stuff from her and give her some stuff for our classes as well. So y'all know I work with other people. That's one thing about me, and like she said, and everybody knows, I am not a hater. I build people up, businesses, you know, and that's what I want to do. And so y'all see my Just Ask Tatum in the background back here. And I will tell y'all this, y'all will be seeing a lot of that Just Ask Tatum. So everybody's like, why have you not released certain things yet? Because I've been busy, but it's going to be released here in just a few days. So I love you guys. If y'all can't reach me, Cindy will start posting a lot on my other social media on Okefenokee Sports Academy, home of the Okefenokee Diva Dolls. That's who we are. So you can get her number as well, but we don't put our number. We try not to put them out on the internet. I know there's one number on our flyers, but we'll have a number. We have a number up here as well, but you can message us. So I love you guys. We look forward to being back, and we had a ball this week. Y'all, I'll say y'all ain't seen sis in a while, but she been around. I mean, we talk. Don't think she ain't been around me. We ain't never had a falling out in our life. No, I don't have falling out with my friends. If I don't have, they ain't my friend no more if I have a falling out. So, we excited. You ready to rock and roll?
Ready. Let's go.
Let's do it. We love you guys, and we'll see you later.